doing tie-dye today. It's going to be good fun. I've got a load of bits and pieces to show you. So I'm going to do like what you need and stuff like that. So it's going to be good fun. To start off with, I've done tie-dyeing quite a lot. It's been, I just love it. I think it's so much fun, but I haven't done it for ages. But I'm also going to try out a new method today. I'm going to try and do some with ice dyeing. Sounds very interesting. So if you get yourself a pen and paper, if you want to do it along with me or do it afterwards, that's fine. You're going to need clothes, obviously. So I've got one of these, which is, I had a bit of a spending spree in Primark. So it's just a basic cotton tee. That was what, £4 from Primark, an oversized one. So I got one of those. And then I got this, which was £2.50, which I think is really funny. That says, "This is my perfect tee," which I've now realised is probably mirrored, but there we go. If it goes wrong, it'll be ironic. I've also got a hoodie, which it would never ever stay clean if I had it white. Anyway, and this was £7. It's a bargain. Big hoodie, so we're going to do that. And I have never ever done anything besides t-shirts. And I think I did some bedding once. But I bought myself, these were £2.50 as well, some capri leggings. So I might try and do something with those as well. Dye-wise, if my hands work, I've got quite a few. I use Dylon because that's like the best one going. It's really, really good. And a little goes a long way with it as well. I mean, you can reuse the water loads. So I've got Paradise Blue, Sunflower Yellow, Deep Violet, because we like a bit of purple, obviously, Vintage Blue, and Peony Pink. So we'll try and do a few combos of those. You're also going to need salt, because that activates it and makes it get into the fabric better. Measuring jug, string, lots of string, pair of scissors, obviously I haven't got them on me. Some measuring things to measure your salt out with, clang, and washing up bowls or tubs. I've got a few behind me, I'll show you them in a minute. With the ice dyeing, it's a little bit different. You have to, I've kind of used my oven grills, and you put them on top of a tray, and then you put your thing on top. I'll show you that in a minute. But with everything else, you just need a washing up bowl and a spray bottle with warm water in if you can, because you can't do it on dry fabric. You've got to do it on damp fabric. So we're going to turn this duplicate one into something pretty funky. Yeah, so I'm going to do some time lapse because I don't think you want to sit here for, I don't know how long it's going to take me. But yeah, it's going to be good fun. And we'll time lapse it over and put some funky music in the background. You can have a listen. Yeah, so we'll be back in a second and I'll show you what else I'm doing to prep it. Hello, I'm here. Right, so I've had to use my camping table because I'm not using my dining table. Because you're sat on it at the minute, so you probably won't see my head. Right, so what we're going to do, we've got just some warm water in a spray bottle, and you just dampen your garment. That sounds so posh. Dampen your garments, dear. Right, so just give them a good old swish away with all the water. Doesn't have to be totally soaky. There you go. Done. Right. Do you like the trousers, by the way? Tie-dye. I didn't do them myself. I cheated and bought it. Bought it. That's not English. Anyway, right. So I'm not sure how to start, but basically what you need to do, I think I'm going to do like a swirly pattern on it. Let me just come down here. It's so much easier. Hi. See, there is stuff kind of near the wall. So I'm going to do like a swirl pattern going around the top of it. So what you need to do, once it's damp and everything, you kind of just figure out where you want the centre to be. And then you kind of twist it round, if you can see. You keep twisting, and it'll look like, I'd like to say, a cinnamon roll. See, always thinking of food. That's going to be a catchphrase in the end. So you keep twisting it like that, and then it'll start bringing itself together. So you keep going. You don't have to be super quick with it. And then you kind of gather it round in the way that it's going, like that. You gather it all up and tuck it in. You can make little folds, extra ones, like so. Fold that in.
4 is the only positive number that is both the sum and the product of the same two integers. 4 is the only number whose name in English has the same number of letters in its name as itself.
Thank you very much. What did I ask? This is what I want to know. What did I ask? Anyway, she wants to get in on it as well. I mean, you know, it's that interesting. I'm not even going to edit that out because that's what life is. She interrupts me all the time. Anyway, you keep you keep turning this round and round and round until you get like a big cinnamon bun. And then you need to get the string, which is here. This is where it gets interesting. So you're going to need quite a little bit. Quite a little bit? Quite a bit. Okay. Doesn't matter what string you use, as long as you don't use that green garden stuff, because otherwise you'll have a big green line going through all of your stuff. Oh, you can see all my boxes behind me, I didn't even notice. So you kind of put the string around the edge, like that. And it is fiddly, I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to get annoyed with it, because I did the first few times. I did it when I started out, because it's irritating to get it tight. And it'll jump out, most probably, like it just has. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so once you've done that, it's going to be a bit hodgepodge because that's what it's going to look like. You need to be very gentle and like you're tying up a package at Christmas in the olden days. So you do as tight as you can. It's going to look messy, but trust me, it's worth it. Then turn your string, and then like that, and then flip it over, and do the same on this side. Oh, awkward. Make sure you keep that smush together. I'll show you close up in a second what it looks like. I'll just trap my finger in it. Ah! So basically it's going to start looking like that, like a little package. And you keep going as much as you want. You can go diagonally through it. So you have to use a longish piece of string. Because what will happen is once you put this into the dye, you know what tie-dye does. It permeates through all the bits showing, but doesn't the foldy bits, hopefully. You've got to make sure it's kind of tight, because otherwise it'll look naff. And then I'm running out of string. Okay, and then it'll look like that. Oh, it's like a little weird cloud. You can snip your end bits if you don't want them. So then if you want to tuck anything in, do so. Tuck away. So then you can see on here now, there's loads and loads and loads of little ridges from when we twirled it. So that'll come out really funky. That's one done. Keep it damp though. Just if you're doing other ones, if you're just doing the one, it's fine. You can go straight on to the next step. But we're going to do some more. Okay, so now we're going to do the big t-shirt. This one's going to be different. So instead of a swirl pattern, we're just going to do blotchy. So it's going to be like this. So I want to do like, you know, different circles and stuff everywhere. So with this one, you don't do it in a hole. In a hole? No, that's stupid. You know, open the t-shirt like you're going to put it on. Like that. And then you grab sections that you want to do. Now, I've made this mistake before and done a tie-dye t-shirt and not even thought where I put them, because you're going to end up with round, funky lines in the dye, and I've done it and had them here. Yeah, really good forward thinking on that one, Nat. So if you don't want to accentuate your tatters, don't do that. Try and do one here, maybe start at the neck. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. So if you get your t-shirt like that, put it up to yourself and just grab the middle of the front of the neck and do that. And then you can, this is actually, you kind of go to, you know where the shoulder seam is there? Just go to there. That's all you have to do, and give it a bit of a twist. Bit of a twist. Get yourself some string. God knows how much time lapse is going to be. There might be a bit because you don't want to sit here listening to me waffling on about it. So you start at the bottom. You come seam, put it underneath, and tie it as tight as you can. Oh, like that. Break the string like I just did, because I'm strong like a bull. Never mind, try again. Note to oneself, don't buy cheap string from pound shop. Right, try again. So do that way and maybe wind it round a couple of times. So then you get a nice thick line where the dye won't touch. Tie it up. Ugh. Into a reef knot. Thank you, girl guiding. I learnt a lot. There we go. So that's it. So then all you have to do is just do little sections all the way to the end. Give it a bit of a spray to dampen it so it holds it in place. Twist it if you want to, because that'll make it even more interesting. So I'll do that now, and then we'll get on to the next piece and I'll show you. Right, that's the first bit done. So there you go. Boom, 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 boom. Give it a bit of a shush. Get rid of the string bits. Okay, so that's your first bit. So that is what it'll look like. Your own unicorn t-shirt. That's adorable. Anyway. So now you've got one here. So maybe if you have one down here, avoid boobage area. Or you could do some of the sleeve. I think I might do the sleeve and then work my way around. So we'll do that now. Just a second. Let me just manoeuvre myself. Okay. Oh, it's uncomfortable. Right. So I'm going to do the sleeve. This one. So I'm going to try and do a concertina. If you've ever done it with paper, it's quite easy to do. So I'll concertina it. And then what we'll do, we'll tie it then. So then you get an interesting sleeve as well. So that's concertinaed. So lay that as flat as you can. Make sure you're giving it a spray as well so it doesn't get dry. Because from experience, if you do it with dry, it's awkward. And then basically do what you've done with that. Or, ooh, I'll do that on the bottom bit. Sorry. So you start at the bottom. You start as far as you want. It makes no difference. I might even go a bit further up actually. Now that I've decided, I might go a bit further up, and then it will carry over into this bit and join up with the neck bit. There is no right way of doing this. There really isn't. You can tie wherever you want. You can tie-dye booby shapes on your t-shirt, you know. If that's how you feel. If you want to do that, go for it. I personally look ridiculous. I did look ridiculous. That was a very interesting camping holiday. Anyway. So we'll get this one done first, and then we'll speed you up then for the rest of it. So then you don't have to listen to me humming as well. Hopefully that should have... I'm worried about breaking it now, because every time I pull the string really hard it goes... So there you go. So concertinaed like that. So we're going to work our way down So we'll start going really quick. That was terrible. I'm never doing that noise again. Alexa, where did tie-dye originate from?
Here's something I found on the web. According to hypebeast.com, wearable tie-dye was arguably popularized in the 60s as American hippies and Vietnam War protesters brought the clashing colors into the mainstream consciousness with colorfully dyed shirts, signs, and headgear.
Thank you. There you go. Hippies. Aren't we good? Thank you, world. You wonderful, wonderful hippies. Okay. Sleeve is done. So as you can see, it's all concertinaed, just like the thing with the other one. So if you write English, come on, Natalie, you can speak it. If you wrap these really as tight as you can, so then it holds it all in. Because if you do them quite loose, all the dye will get in. Okay. So where are we? I've done that. Sleeve on this one. I may do it from the back. What I wanted to do was like a weird zigzaggy pattern. So I might start from the side, like from here. So if you go on the seam, it's kind of handy that I'm wearing this for a reference. If you go from the seam here, and then we can do something with that. Maybe a twist. If we twist it, like so. I'll just grab it. I don't know, and I'm very indecisive. As you can see, I'm very indecisive. There you go. So I usually do these things just without thinking and wing it, so. Right. Okay, I'm back. So I've done it. That's the t-shirt. It's a complete knotted mess. I've done one sleeve like the one from before. I've twisted it and just done it round, so it's going to be like a, I don't know, actually, bit of a stripe or something. And then I've just done some little dotty ones, so that's all ready to go. There's that one. Right, I'm back. That felt like forever. I've just done the hoodie. I've finished the t-shirt. That's done, obviously. So this is the hoodie. I've done the sleeves in a spiral pattern. That is the hood. So hopefully when you put the hood on, I'm sorry, you can't see the top of my head, it doesn't matter. It's going to be like ringlets. So yeah, I've just done basically the same principle as the t-shirt. I will warn you in advance, when you do hoodies, because it's thicker, your hands are going to be red raw afterwards, because string is not a nice thing for your hands when you're constantly doing it. But when you do, on the hoodies, make sure you do a really good tight wrap of the string round, a few more layers than you would with a t-shirt, because obviously it's thicker material. So yeah, so that's done. Okay, I am back. So I've put, if you can see, you're going to have to excuse the shoddiness of my camera at the moment. I do apologise. So you'll just see this. What we've got is a tub, if you can see, just underneath like that. And it's got the grill from my oven in it. I've got a towel over it, and then I've scrunched the leggings up. So they're all like, you know, they just fit, basically. And then I've put all the ice on top. So it is now ready to sprinkle the dye on. So just make sure that it's evenly spread out, because what's going to happen is when the ice melts, it just distributes the dye around, so you don't really know what you're going to get. I don't know what colours to do, so I'm just going to mix all of them, because you only need a tiny little bit. So I can afford to lose out a little bit. We're going to do the hoodie in the purple because I love purple. Purple's awesome. And that's it. That's all you do. You just leave it now overnight. Let's bring you up a little bit. Hi. See, bare wall again. Yeah, leave it overnight, and then it'll all melt and soak through, and then you'll get your kind of pattern. You can move the ice around as well if you want while you're waiting. So that's how you do that bit. So then we're just going to do the actual dyeing of these guys now. So I'll get onto that. Right, after a disaster, because I had a hole in the bottom of one of my tubs and didn't realise until I'd filled it with 6 litres of water is what you need. Got a wet leg. Anyway, so if you have, it says on the instructions 6 litres-ish of warm water. So that's that. But first of all, you need 500ml of warmish water and your dye of choice. I'm going to dye the hoodie first, so we're going to use the purple. So you pour all of your dye in, and it looks amazing. Holy monkey. So you give it a really good stir. Oh, look at that. Okay. It's great fun, isn't it? Welcome to how-to videos on YouTube. You'll be able to feel it's gritty in the bottom, but oh wow, that's... Wear a glove. If you're going to be touching anything that is going near the dye, wear a glove because you don't want to stain your hands. And don't wear white. Yeah. Well done, Natalie. Idiot. I also need 10 tablespoons of salt, which I have now realised is over on the other side of my flat in the kitchen. Because I'm an idiot. So I will keep stirring this and then I will go and get it. I'm back in the room. I've got my salt. So you need 10 tablespoons of salt. So this is all nicely dissolved now, I think. Pretty, aren't they? So flattering. So this is, yeah, it's kind of warmish. You basically just add everything together. So you whack your salt in, dissolve that up, which won't take too long because the water's quite warm. And then the fun. And we dunk in the 500ml liquid sols. I might leave a tiny little bit, tiny little scotch in the bottom there for something. Oh my word, that's purple. That's going to look pretty awesome. So, it's like a narwhal. So that's the hood. So I'd like the hood in purple. So I think we just whack it straight in. This should, I mean, it's nearly dry now, but it doesn't make any difference. So, I don't know. Maybe I should do the sleeves. I'm being indecisive now. Oh dear. Let's just whack it all in and have it purple. So slowly, this is like I'm trying to drown a weird puppet. Slowly submerge. Oh, look at that already. That's amazing. Into there to make sure it gets in all the little nooks and crannies. So if you throw it in straight down, it'll just go everywhere. And you don't want that because everything will be purple. Ooh. Okay. Get it all covered. Come on now, we'll get in there. Right, it says on the instructions that you have to stir it for 15 minutes continuously. I'm not doing that. You don't need to. I should have gotten the glove for my hand. You don't need to. It'll soak it up so easily. I mean, it is now. When we look at it, it's amazing. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty purple. I do like me a bit of purple. But the good thing is, if you want to do something else, like if you want to dip dye, I'll show you how to dip dye. It's really easy. It's exactly what it says. You just dip something. You see here, you've got to make sure that you don't get patches that aren't. So just give them a bit of a dunk. So then what we'll do, we'll put this fella on the floor. Oh God, it's like trying to wrestle an octopus. I don't want a purple hand. I don't want a Ribena berry hand. I'm quickly just going to fling some of this purple dye over the leggings on the bottom here. Because, you know, reasons. God knows what my house is going to look like after this. Red peanut berry exploded on it. Right. Okay. I don't care about this tea towel. And that was not me. That was the glove making the fart noise. If you did hear it. So that's that one. So that can just sit next to this one and just leave it. I'd say about 45 minutes. And every so often just dunk it back down. So that's that one. Right. So the next one we're going to do is the regular t-shirt, like the one I'm wearing. So I'm going to try and dip dye this because I don't want it as strong. So I've just done basically probably just over 500 ml. So we'll put in, there's some salt in here as well. There's about 40 tablespoons of salt in there. So we'll put about that much of that packet in. Give it a stir. So you only need to use about 3/4, so you can have a little bit left in the bottom. So stir that. And then the same for pink peony. About 3/4 of that. Oh, that's well pretty. Can you see it? I've not even got it in shot. I'm so sorry, how rude. There it is. This looks proper like inky blue, but it's meant to be vintage blue, really pale. So I hope it works. It should do. So that's the blue, and that's the pink. Looks very, very nice. This is looking like a unicorn threw up on it. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Top tip, just had a thought. If you get little dry spots, if you're doing the ice dye, and if the fabric at the edges is dry, give it a spray with your water and it will help blend it. So then you've just not got big thick blocks of colour. See? Useful. Right, so they're mixed and done. So we'll move them out of the way so then I don't knock them over and get it everywhere. Right. This should be interesting. So we'll do that in blue. Oh, that is really cute. Because obviously when these two colours mix together, they will be purple. So that'll look quite nice. Again, use a glove because you'll dye your hand and look like you've moved a smurf. I'll do that one there. This is really messy, so if you've got carpets or anything, I've got wood floor, thank God, but if you've got carpet, put something down, like Dexter your house. Really. So that's pretty cool. So if you can see, oh, it looks awful, but yeah, it's all mottled and stuff. That's how I like it. So we'll shove that in the box behind me. Right, I've got the yellow, I've got more salty water. So we'll give that a stir and dissolve that. And then we'll put the yellow in. This yellow is lovely. Oh, I can't wait. So this is sunflower yellow. So again, just do about 3/4 of it. Have a little bit left over. Whoa, that looks like carrot juice. That's amazing. Oh. Right, just wait for that to dissolve. This one's got lots of bits in it, but there we go. So yeah, I don't know what to do with this. Sorry, I haven't had lunch yet either. I'm really hungry. So I'm thinking of just dipping it and see what happens. I'm going to try and see if I can find something else to dye now because I've got tons left. This is ridiculous. I dye this. Right, as you can see, this is future Nat. I got changed because I did something really stupid and splashed dye on the t-shirt I was wearing. What a surprise! So I've dyed that one now as well. I've dip dyed it. I didn't film doing it. I just couldn't be bothered. It's easy dip dyeing. It's basically what it says. You just dip and bring it out and dip and bring it out. Then like squeeze out the excess. Done. So everything is cooking. Everything's doing really well. I am going to have some lunch now because I have spent 500 hours doing this and I have a little... my finger really hurts. So I'm going to go and do that. And then I will be back with you to show you the results. But what I'm going to do is just rinse out... You rinse everything in cold water. Do it in a bath or you shower. Don't do it in a kitchen sink because it'll go everywhere. Like if you can get in a bath. So you rinse it with cold water and then you got to let it dry. I'll probably put some snippets of me doing that later, but that won't be till tomorrow, where I'll have another top outfit changes. I'm like Liz Hurley at the Oscars, only better looking. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Fingers crossed this will all look like a clown's thrown up on it, which would be fantastic. Ever the fashion queen I am. So I'll speak to you in a bit, and then hopefully we can get some tie-dye on. Insert meme of Titanic old lady. It has been 84 years. I have dried... Well, not dried. No, I haven't. I've rinsed all of the tops now. My hands just look... You can't see very well. Lighting's either too good or not good enough. I think it's just a mixture of both. They feel gross, my hands now. I'm like, so I'm going to have a nice bath. I've rinsed the leggings because the dye's got into them super quick. They are looking pretty good. My perfect tee is looking pretty damn perfect. I'll show you them all properly once they've dried overnight, because then, you know. My vest did not turn out as good as I thought it would. You can just see the lines. But I don't really mind. I'm Hufflepuff, so I can wear it when I'm at Harry Potter World. Or, you know, around his house. I go around a lot. We're like that, me and Haz. The hoodie's in my shower, hanging up with a big towel underneath it. So yeah, if you're going to dry these, whack them, wring out, sorry. I can't speak today. Wring out as much water as you can and put like a bin bag at the bottom of your area. I am now going to have a glass of Chardonnay because I think I've deserved it. My hands hurt. And smell strange because obviously they've been in salt, dye. It's just weird. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. It's the next day. Everything's done. Everything's rinsed and drying. Wow. That's been sat in my bathroom since yesterday morning, drying. Well, no, yesterday afternoon, drying. Yeah. Looks pretty cool. I'll go from... I don't know what to start with. I'll start with the one that I accidentally splashed dye on. There we go. There it is. I dip dyed it. You can't see very well. The lighting's not particularly fantastic. Again, sorry. So that's... Yeah, I dipped it in the purple, squeezed it, turned it upside down, dipped it in the pink, squeezed it, and then just... kind of folded it and put some blue on. So yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of cute. I like that one. It's very nice. And then of course this was the first one, the original one, which I love. Look at the sleeves; they're so funky. That was the concertina one. That looks better here. They look like little sound waves, which is pretty smart. That was that's the back, so it's nice and central, and it's got loads of bits and pieces in it. I love this. And then this is the front. Look how central that is. It looks like a giant necklace. I love it. And then the bottom is there as well. It just looks really, really nice. It's blended well as well. So I really like that. I'm going to probably wear that very, very soon. They're not all completely dry yet because obviously they've been inside my house. I can't put them out on a line. But there you go. I will wear them though. I'll probably wear them for the next few videos, I think. Why not? This turned out amazing. I love this t-shirt now. It is my perfect tee. It just looks so cool. It came out really, really well. I love it. Look at that spiral. It just looks amazing. Yeah. I can't wait to wear this one. So that is actually nearly dry. So probably wear that for my next video. The leggings. Oh, the leggings. I can't wait to wear these. Let me move back a little bit. Look at these. I mean, that's a bit naff there, but you won't see that anyway because I cover myself, my stomach. But look at them. How cool. They look awesome. And it seeps all the way through. So you don't have to worry and think, oh, is it not going to go through the back? It looks fantastic. It's like a watercolour, marbly look. I just think it's brilliant. If you can see, like, at the bottom there, you can't see very well. The lighting's rubbish. I'll have to do some pictures on Instagram and put them on. But it looks really, really cool. I'm very, very impressed with how they turned out. And then, of course, the big mama, the hoodie. I love it. How awesome is the hoodie? Oh, I'm shook. I absolutely love it. The sleeves came out really cool. So they've got that one and that one, which looks fan-dabby-dozy. And then there's the back, which has just got a few little ones. And the hood as well. The hood looks really cool. I'm so impressed with it. I can't wait to wear this. This is probably the one that's still the dampest. It's working its way down. But it does look, I think, really cool. And it's going to look very, very funky once it's on. So yeah, that's everything. That's going to fall off there, but never mind. Stay. Right. That's it. Video done. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I've had a really good time doing this. It's been a nice weekend, actually. Just tie-dyeing and injuring myself. I'm going to milk that for all it's worth. Yeah, I hope that you've learnt some little bits and pieces, or if you know, you didn't do it, you just enjoyed watching it. So yeah, good. I'm going to apologise for audio. Some of the audio is a bit glitchy. I watched some of the footage last night, some of the steps that I was doing, and the audio went a bit hinky, so I do apologise for that. I can't do anything about it at the moment. So it's not on your end, it's on mine. So hopefully it won't happen again. I hope. And that's it. I'm going to start getting ready for my next video. It's going to be exciting. Something completely different than this, I hope. Yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, do it. Get it going. We'll build this channel up and make it good fun, and we can all have a good time and a good laugh. And I will see you, hopefully, in the next video where we might be something food. I'm going to stop doing it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll see you soon, guys. You take care. Bye.